We're talking about movies. Alright, so John Wick, Chapter 4. I spent $12.05 on this movie. $10.81 for a ticket, $1.24 for my candy of choice, Junior Mints. I don't know why that's my candy of choice, it just is. Was it worth $12.05? To quote John Wick himself, yeah. So that is even with this man sitting one seat over from me, full on snoring from the start of the movie. Literally sits down, credits roll, movie starts, full on, like, we're not talking like light snoring either. We're talking like CPAP has a subscriber for life snoring. I had to move. I moved down the row from him. I think that this movie is fantastic. Which, why even go to the movie? If you're literally going to not even have intentions of watching the movie, you just fall asleep and loudly projectile snore from the second the movie starts. But that being said, I thought this movie was great. I had seen the first John Wick from a red box on a 12-hour drive to Florida and was like, whoa, this is actually a good movie. Then I was really surprised they made a second one, and that one was very high quality. Then the third one, that one was high quality, and now we're here on the fourth one, and they just keep it going. The action sequences in this film are incredible. I think it's funny that they just have these super elongated action sequences. They have like a 10-minute one on these steps where he goes up and down the steps twice. There's no point. And I think this is the least amount of words for a 3-hour movie I've ever seen in my life. Because they literally just go around shooting everybody, and then John Wick says yeah a few times, and then they just go back to shooting everybody. But the story they have in place there with the high table and this guy out to get him is pretty good. I was a little surprised at how they played that out, where it wasn't as against the high table as I thought it would be. But the story that they put out there is good. He had some new friends in this movie. I liked the beginning of it, where it was in Osaka, Japan, and they got these, I guess, ninjas with bow and arrows and samurai swords. That part was really cool. And they take you, it's like a globe-trotting adventure. You go from Japan to France and New York, and it was just a really good story. I'm surprised that they got this far to make a fourth one. I hope they make a fifth one. I don't know where their mindset is with that, but I think it's crazy that this started off as a movie I saw at the Red Box, and it's all the way up to this thing making $70 million opening weekend in 2023. But critique of the film, here I am again talking about too much runtime. The movie's 2 hours and 49 minutes. I don't know if it needs to be, but I will say, as opposed to some other movies that I've talked about in the past where they're like 2.5 and they feel like 3, this didn't feel that long. I was thoroughly engaged throughout all of it. It just probably didn't need to be 2:49, but that doesn't necessarily mean you'll feel it. Like, I was with it the whole way. It was very exciting. The action sequences are so well choreographed and so well done. There's so much violence in this movie. John Wick is so cool. And Keanu Reeves does a great job playing him. Keanu Reeves knows what he is. He's a cool dude. He doesn't need to give a lot of lines. He just needs to go out there and do his cool stunts and provide mayhem for the audience. And that's what this movie does. So, I mean, how can you complain? A coworker was telling me, he had the audacity to tell me that John Wick is not cinema. And I think that if he saw this, he would take his words back. Because, cinema doesn't have to be this artsy-fartsy stuff. He was saying how, like, it's fun and enjoyable, but it's not a movie. Look, this is pretty cool. This is, like, the art and craft that goes into this to be able to make this with the choreography and everything is top-notch. Recommendation, would I recommend that you pay $12.05 to go see John Wick Chapter 4? I would. I think it's great. I think it's fun. Maybe if you're not into a shoot-'em-up movie. My mom hates shoot-'em-up movies. Take her to go see anything with the slightest bit of action. She says it's a shoot-'em-up movie. If you're not into heavy action and gung fu and just, like I said, there's a lot of action. Maybe that's not for you. I had a great time with it. This is my sort of thing. I give it a big thumbs up. Where would I rank it in the John Wick film saga? It's a tough one. The first one is really special just because it was the first one. It was like one of a kind. I would still say the first one's probably the best one, but this is probably the second best one. 3 is really good. 2, I would say, is probably easily the worst one, but I don't think any of them are bad. I think this is a pretty elite kind of quartet of films that they've put together here. Surprisingly, just out of nowhere, they sprung up from nothing, no originating IP, just created their own character and made this thing go. So I think that's pretty cool. So that's my review of John Wick Chapter 4. What did you think of John Wick Chapter 4? Let me know what you thought of it in the comment section below. And as always, thank you guys for watching. I would hope that you would like and subscribe to the channel, help us grow, and I'll see you back next time with another review.